Ich wurde am Campingplatz von Silas abgeholt und dann sind wir eine halbe Stunde gewandert, oberhalb an den Sipi Falls vorbei, in die Berge am Mount Elgon, zum Dorf, wo er seine Kaffeebäume hat und auch herkommt. Silas hat mir erzählt, dass er Bauingenieurwesen in Kampala studiert hat, aber das ist schwer, so einen Job zu kriegen und er deshalb die Kaffeetouren anbietet, die für ihn auch sehr lukrativ sind. Morning.
Got that. For your seat.
Hier? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Also holt euch am besten einen Kaffee oder einen Tee und etwas zu essen, denn jetzt geht's los, ziemlich lange, mit der Kaffeetour am Mount Elgon.
I hope you have some good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most cases I do it around 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
If the person is really having enough time
Yeah.
and very interested to know about coffee.
Yeah, I
So-
have time. I'm interested.
My name is Silas again,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take you through the tour. And the tour will be more of sit down, and we have lectures.
Okay.
It's not like the false hike where you are always walking.
Yeah.
This one is more educative than the false tour. So we are in Mount Elgon, and we always have Arabica coffee, not Robusta. We have two types of coffees which are main, though we have more others, but the main ones are Arabica and Robusta.
Okay.
Yeah, Robusta is for lowland, which is mainly Kampala and Congo, because it is flat areas.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one is mainly for highland areas, like when you go to Mount Tensori,
Yeah.
Mount Elgon, where we are now, we only do Arabica coffee, not
Okay.
Robusta. This is mainly because of differences in the altitude.
Okay.
Yeah, this one will not do well in Kampala because it is more hot
Okay.
than in Mount Elgon. So I will be taking you through all the 10 stages, which is from 1 up to 10. In simply, it is from the tree up to the cup. This is the coffee tree.
Yeah.
So I'll take you all the through from the tree up to the cup, which is the last stage. And our last stage, I'll start from the last, then coming to 1.
Okay.
Like I start from where you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So the last stage in coffee is always brewing, which is done in coffee shop or a cafe place. Then stage 9 is called pack the coffee. No, you grind the coffee, you pack and you distribute. That's all in stage 9. Then stage 8 is always cupping. Cupping is more like tasting the quality. After the few rows, you have a cup, then you can taste the parts of the coffee.
Okay.
You can call either liquoring, depending on the English. Can be cupping, liquoring, or tasting.
Okay.
Then stage 7 is roasting of the coffee. Then stage 6 is logistics, stock export. This is where you see Germans and other countries coming to buy the green coffee bean.
Okay.
It's
So
a green coffee bean.
Yeah.
And this is the only coffee which will go to outside countries.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not in this form. This is not hallet.
Okay.
It is called parchment.
So they first export and then roasted, right?
Yeah, the first export in green. Then
Okay.
they roast in their home countries.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Yeah.
That's stage number 6.
Okay.
Then 4 is always hulling or milling. That's
Yeah.
more of removing the shell.
Okay.
That's stage 5.
Yeah.
Then the stage 4 is always drying of the coffees after picking from the farm.
Okay.
You'll dry them at stage 4.
Just eat them. Or?
Drying.
Dry. Sorry. Dry.
To
Sorry.
be dry.
Yeah.
Then we have got stage 3, which is primary processing.
Yeah.
You start to process them when they're in this form.
Okay.
Yeah. Then 2 is always harvesting the coffee cherries. Then 1 is planting, stock seedling.
Okay.
So those are the 10 stages, just I was outlining. And now I will be going one by one to explain, and I think where it is the time where you'll have now questions from there.
Not yet.
Yeah. When I explain is when you now get questions to ask.
Yeah.
So stage being 1 is the seedling. Let me have the dry seed. The first stage will be always the seedling, where we have the same coffee. Same coffee. Then you will do what's called pulping with the machine, you see.
Okay.
Yeah, and this coffee will need to ferment, because you can touch one. It's so slippery that you can't wash.
Yeah.
So slimy.
So
we may need to ferment these coffee berries for 24 hours
Okay.
to sleep overnight.
Okay.
And then after sleeping, it will be easy to wash, because all over the night you'll see the slippery part trying to degrade off.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll wash the next morning, then you'll dry for around 10 days. Then 10 days will be something of this kind,
Okay.
which is dry coffee seed. And it is this same that you'll use to make the new coffee plant.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have the well selected seeds. You put them in a soft soil mixed with some water, dark well like a nursery bed. Then you leave them for 40 days before giving the first germination.
Okay.
Yeah, this coffee it is too hard, not like other crops which takes a week. This one will take 40 days before giving you the first germination.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in the 40 days, you'll see it opening the 2 leaves, and it is the time you'll have something in the pot. It's just unfortunate it was dry. It was dry season and we could not water. So this is something like we can put in the pot. It's a young coffee plant, and you need to nurse this one for 7 to 9 months in the pot.
Okay.
Yeah, it will take that time before transplanting to the main coffee farm.
Okay.
Yeah, after around 7 to 9, maybe depending on the weather. If there was enough rain, it can be okay around 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah, like to be have enough height to be transplanted. Then the growing of this coffee seedling will be always a space of 2 meters per every coffee.
Okay.
Then a hole of 2 feet down and at least 2 feet wide.
Okay.
And you'll see the coffee plant is young, but we do the hole for the purpose of refilling with the most fertile soil or the manure, because it will look too big for the plant because the hole is 2 feet and 2 feet down.
Okay.
So we do mainly to refill the hole with the local compost and the most fertile soil which is on top. Then we just open a small hole for this coffee plant to grow on.
Okay.
Yeah. Then that's when it will take you again 4 to 5 years before the first fruit.
Oh, wow.
That's like long business. Then after the 5 years, it will be now still good for you to harvest the same coffee for more than 70 years. It's called stamping. We shall cut the stem,
Yeah.
then we leave it to germinate the new crop.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't always need to be planting maybe after the fruit. No.
Yeah.
We only do what's called stamping. So the lifespan is almost 70 years
Okay.
for every
Okay.
coffee tree. And that
Okay,
will
wow.
make more sense
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
growing new and new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Good morning.
Morning.
I think you can wake up a minute and just show you to a young coffee, maybe for the photo. We have a coffee tree, and this is now growing. And this stage is where you'll wait for around 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years for this.
For the first fruit.
Wow.
4 to 5 years, you'll have something of this height, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it will start to begin bringing the first coffee berries.
Okay.
It's called the coffee cherry.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is like long business, and people always say coffee is expensive, but
Yeah.
they don't know up to the ground how
Yeah,
it
yeah.
starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Then maybe if you have a question on the seedling, now you are free to ask.
Free to what?
If you have a question about the seedling,
No, no. If I have a question, I tell you.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Then I think we are good to proceed to. You can have a photo of this. This is like,
How old is this one?
this one is nearly 1 year.
1 year. Okay.
Yeah, you can see how it is coming.
Yeah.
So in the at least in the 4 years, it will start to flower
yeah.
and produce coffee fruit.
Yeah.
Then we can visit a coffee tree, and then we pick some cherries. You can have it here. This is the coffee plant. You see it's having red cherries,
Yeah.
and in most cases you'll see coffee is so flexible, like farmers will always have it and put in their laps.
Okay. Yeah.
Then they start what is called selective hand picking.
Yeah.
Selective hand pick and pick one. The main target is always the red color,
Yeah.
but you can see there is some black in the coffee, which I'm
Okay.
picking for explanation. Even there is some green. I will also pick, or the yellow. I'll still pick all.
Okay.
So remember, we are already in stage 2, which is about harvesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Arabica has only one harvesting season, which is from August up to late Feb.
Okay.
Robusta have 2. You harvest twice in a year.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one only one. Then we mainly practice what's called selective hand picking,
Yeah.
not like Brazil. They have striving machines and all the berries are down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So-
why are there like all some on there if the harvesting season is already over, just for demonstration or?
It is not over. I told you up to late Feb.
Late
which is the
February.
next
Yeah.
year.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought August to September. No, it was August to
late
February.
Feb.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes
Okay.
around
Okay.
6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why we are still picking few berries.
Yes.
But during September, October, the berries was too much. You
Okay.
can pick big many kilos.
Okay.
They go. And from the coffee tree. So these are coffee berries, which most cases takes us first to the grades of coffee. We have 4 grades.
Okay.
Yeah, like labels, so grades. We have specialty coffee, which is only the red coffee. Specialty on the red. Then we have got premium, which is next to red. Most cases more of yellow. You see,
Yeah.
slight differences. Then see, then we have black. We have got the green. So all this will give us a crate of four grades, where we have the specialty only, which is only the red, and this the coffee we are packing. This is what I sell
Okay.
after packing. Then we have got premium, which is next. We have got commercial. Commercial coffee is mix of all.
Okay.
Yeah, they buy in bulk. They are not interested in quality
Okay.
because they have other uses of coffee. It could not only cafe, not only internal application, but also external.
Okay.
Yeah, we make what's called body scrub, like for making your skin smooth. We can have honey in. We have the coffee grounds. Then we can have lemon, and we mix them together, and you can use to maintain your skin. Still have more coffees for this one again. No, see. Gaspanya muda yam la gila. Second.
Yeah, no worries.
Talk to Thomas. I wonder again that when you have commercial coffees, it will not really sound well for you to use internally because it will have health risks.
Okay.
Yeah. So this commercial, and it's mainly bought by bigger companies, like we have Cowcom, which is leading in Uganda. It is all over Uganda, buying lots of coffee. Then the last grade is called the under grade, and that comes from the rejects of all the 4, like the hand picks. When we hull, we shall have the hand picks, the broken, the insect damage. That one go to undergrade, and that one could be still for external use, not for internal use.
Okay.
Yeah. So that could be it. Then I will slightly go to stage 3, which is the primary processing of the coffee. So when coffee arrives like this, it will be our work to first do the sorting See, can soak the coffee. We have the red coming aside. Then we shall also float this coffee. Floating is more of cleaning the trash, because you could use a motorbike to carry, or you can use a vehicle, maybe there are fuel. So when we reach home, we do what is called floating. It's a demo, or more of cleaning the coffee from the farm.
Yeah.
Then I think all this coffee was good. Saya gila. Petan yang mana nangga nyogi namgut ce nyogir. Ila bujia cita kan.
So if they're not good, they're gonna float up then, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to get one.
Okay.
Yeah, if they are not good, they will float up. The
Okay.
weak one will be coming up. And those are mainly the insect damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because send him to get one, it will be insect damage. And I'll show you why it comes up. They come up because you will see one of these bean has been robbed and it is dead. So it only has one, and this makes it light, not to sink down, but it comes up. Let's again try this. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have
yeah.
one. Maybe first have a photo. So automatically this coffee coming up has a hole.
Ah,
The
yeah,
insect has
yeah.
actually raw and it has entered inside. And you see, you can have a difference. You see, this one going down will always have two. You see, always have two
Yeah.
beans, and the normal coffee should always have two, not one.
Yeah.
Every coffee. Then if we pluck this one, you are most kindly to see that. You see, one is dead.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was robbed by an insect, and this coffee is not still good
Yeah.
for your health. That's why we capture them up
Yeah.
and we process differently for other uses. See, it's totally dead and even black.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's the main reason for floating the coffee.
Okay.
It's called separation by density.
Yeah.
Heavy coffee going down, which is good, weak coffee coming up, then you capture them. Then when you see the black coffee, this is a sign of overripe. When you leave at this stage for more 2 weeks, they will go to black.
Okay.
It's called overripe, and this will always fall down from the tree, and it will fall under a waste.
Okay.
You are wasting. It's like a loss to the farmer, because if you have more of this, then which means they will fall and you might no longer use.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will mix with soil and becomes manure.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes also they will still germinate and they make a new coffee tree.
Okay.
Natural.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
How often does the farmer go around at the trees? Does he go like once a week to a tree and pick all, and then next week again, or
they always go after 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah,
Okay.
because when you see this yellow one,
Yeah.
at least in 2 weeks it will come to red
Okay.
as the green prepares. So they just keep following for
Yeah.
around 6 months.
Okay.
You will pick the farm for more than 5 rounds
Wow.
in a season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, then still something key to note is I told you we target the red, but you'll see we have here 4 colors.
Yeah.
You'll ask yourself why. So we have 3 to 4 reasons why you'll see the 4 colors, not the one which we want. So the first reason is always you employ farmers to pick the coffee, and they will compete for money. More kilos, more money. So they will not have only to target red, but also a mix to have more money. Then we have, most cases the mountain is raining during coffee. You will see farmers are picking coffee, and there is a threat of rain coming. Rain tries to threaten them, so they will increase the rate of picking, which will not give them only the red, but also have other colors as a result of rushing.
So the rain is damaging the beans at the tree.
No, the rain is not damaging, but I'm saying the rain makes the coffee pickers to rush. Because they are scared of rain. That they will pick only a few kilos. So they will try to at least compete with rain, and that will not give them time to concentrate on the red. They will definitely pick other more colors. Then we have got the sieves, people who steal. So if you leave them in yellow, trust me, next 2 days or even tomorrow, a sieve will come and steal this yellow coffee. After all, we have commercial companies who buys everything. So they will not miss market. So
this is really a big problem around
here. It's totally a big problem, and even we have people getting this use, and sometimes even they cut to die. Or they fight badly because they have put a lot of time and someone to steal, like taking you too much backward to recover. So that is it for why you see different colors. And then still in primary stage, you will see farmers doing what's called pulping, which separates the coffee beans from the outer cover. So we do all this in primary stage. Flood, you pulp, and you sort. That's all primarily. We're starting just to process the coffee. And then I have a lot to tell you.
It's good. It's so interesting.
Then at this stage, after doing all the 3 practices, you will now decide the method to use to process your coffee. At this primary stage, after floating and after the sorting, we have 4 methods to process the same coffee. Same coffee, but 4 different ways. The target is to have slight differences in the taste. Because different methods will bring you at least slight difference in the taste during taking of the coffee. So what we do after the sorting and the floating, we shall have these berries, which is only specialty. And we have 4 methods to prepare this coffee. The first method is called natural method. Then we have got the wash method. We have the honey, real honey, but not the bee honey. Then we have got what's called anaerobic cutting of oxygen. Those are the 4 methods to prepare the same coffee. And so I will definitely show you this one by one. We have our natural coffee, which is dried. You can have a look. And this coffee dries for 30 days because the mountain is always cold, clouds, and it is raining. So this comes definitely from here.
Okay.
Just here, you put in the sun. You don't need to pulp.
Yeah, you see it
why it is
everywhere.
natural.
They're putting it on these mats of. They just lay it on the ground and let it dry by the sun.
Actually, it's not the best way to
Yeah.
put on the mat. Like where I dry my coffee is there is a solar dryer.
Okay.
When you put down the mat, coffee is hydroscopic. It absorbs everything within the ridge. So when you dry on the rod or on the ground, it will absorb that
Yeah.
animal poo or
Yeah.
fuel. So
Yeah.
it is not when they are cupping
Yeah.
a baristas
Yeah.
that want to cup, they will definitely tell you your coffee was near to a petrol, near to a cow dung,
Yeah.
near to this and this or dust. So the best way is dry in a solar dryer.
Yeah.
Should be outside like a greenhouse,
Yeah.
protected from external environment. So this is the coffee which was made the process before colonization.
Okay.
There were no machine to pulp. So after the pulping, we shall ferment 24 hours.
Yeah.
Then in 24 hours, we shall have this. This is called the wash method.
Okay.
Yeah, you ferment, you wash, and you dry. Right now, might not really even smell.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
because mainly smells at roasting stage. Yeah. So this is method 2, which is washed method.
Okay.
And more people are doing this because it takes quick time. Only like 7 days it is dry, and you will sell this. Because most farmers sell at this level.
Okay.
Then this one will take you 1 month. So you see, you are losing like 3 times when you do this. Yeah, but so most people only do this, but few people do this because they may be doing it for cafe. Maybe they are roasting, so they will do this because they know they will get much more profit, which will recover all the drying time.
Yeah.
But if you are not roasting, no need to do this. Only do this 4 times, as this one is doing once.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we got this method 3, which is called the honey. As you see, it is different from this one. The has like spottings.
Yeah.
You can see. This is called the honey process.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one started in Brazil, Costa Rica,
Yeah.
because they do a lot of coffee. In 2728, it was a coffee harvesting season, and there was a problem of an earthquake which destroyed the water pipe system.
Okay.
So they lack enough water to wash this coffee and for domestic use.
Okay.
So they started, they experimented, why can't we just pulp this coffee and we put in the sun with no wash.
Okay.
So they came up with a good method which is called honey. Give me your fingertip. You can taste and tell me how it tastes.
Oh yeah, it's sweet.
It is sweet.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes.
Yeah.
There's no honey added, but just because of the natural sugars from the bean. That's why it's called honey process.
Yeah.
And this coffee is mainly like catching the market than others because it has more improved flavors and more sugars than this one because you washed away all the sugars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have what's called anaerobic. It's the last method. It is still more of natural, but just with this one you need to have water in a bowl,
Yeah.
maybe 100 kilos of this one.
Yeah.
When they are still red, you put in like 100 kilos in a big bowl. You fill water inside and you close with the lid for
Okay.
around 7 days.
Okay.
It's cutting off oxygen.
Yeah.
Then after the week, you pour water
Yeah.
and you dry them as natural. That's why even you can see the slight difference. This one is more black.
Yeah.
This one is more like faded.
Yeah.
Because it slept underwater for 7 days.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was trying to fade off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one tastes more like winery because of the long fermentation. And I've heard most people from China like this. We have a customer who always orders us to make this one.
Okay.
Arabic. Maybe
Okay.
they like more of kind of sour stuffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then we have male Americans liking the wash. That they give a reason of they don't need a lot of sugars. Because this one have more sugars, this one.
Yeah.
So they like the wash and light roast.
Yeah.
That's Americans. The majority of the people always like medium roast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the 4 methods to process the same coffee. Yeah. Just totally the skin, which is like this. You try for 4 days, you have something like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So I'm going to brew. It is still a new product, and even I'm coming so trying to utilize them. But still a new product, like even up to Kampala you might not find.
Okay.
So most people, when we teach them, they taste and they like, they can still like to buy small bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but they will not buy it in Kampala.
Yeah.
There's like nowhere.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just still new, and it's where we have got our hot water. Let's start. So we shall leave them to brew, maybe 2 minutes, mainly to extract the flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, cup, you can see, like wine kind of stuff.
Ich habe leider das Probieren nicht gefilmt, aber der Tee hat wirklich scheußlich bitter geschmeckt. Und es war ihm auch bewusst und er hat mir dann gesagt, du musst einfach nur Zucker hinzufügen, hat 2 Teelöffel Zucker in das Schnapsglas gemacht und meinte, ja, jetzt schmeckt er viel, viel besser, der Tee. Es war letztendlich einfach ein Zuckerwasser und geschmeckt hat es immer noch nicht wirklich.
Of the table, because I need to participate in the doing. So we are going to have our dry coffee, putting in the mortar. It's a local machine. So we normally use a mortar and a piezo, and we first protect. It's called first rule is protect the mortar, because when you lift, it might most cases fall down.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you protect and you do what's called pounding, and this is mainly for house coffee.
Okay.
You don't need to go to factory.
Yeah.
dark. For rerun test, first clean the motor. I was first cleaning the motor. Let me basics on the cupping,
Yeah.
and this is what I'm going to do now. With stage 8, you'll see people called baristas who are specialized to cup the coffee or to taste the quality.
Yeah.
And this is what they normally do. They will roast small samples,
Yeah.
just as they do also in Hamburg. They roast a kilo out of tons as a sample. So they roast few samples from different coffee producers, so a farmer, because they are testing the quality. So after the roasting, they will go ahead to have like a pot, then coffee powder,
Yeah.
and they will put the same water, the same coffee from each producer, because they need exact marks. So these people will always target to record. First of all, they will start from the smell. They take the smell, which coffee is smelling best, they record. That's the aroma. Then they will come to the freshness of the coffee. Every coffee will always have a bloom, as you see.
Yeah.
Like there's milk, but there was no milk added.
Yeah.
So they will also record how fresh it is.
Yeah.
Because other bad coffee will not see them bring the fine or the good bloom
Yeah.
or the
Okay.
foam. So they also record
Yeah.
who is shooting higher.
Yeah.
Then they will also try to sip this coffee into the mouth, and that's when they will start to determine how the acid or the acidity or the bitterness in the coffee from every farmer. Then they also record.
Okay.
Then they have machines to measure the amount of sugars in everyone's coffee, and they also record. So they do all that, then they will award marks of which one is scoring the good coffee. So they do all that, and their target is to have 80% plus.
Okay.
If your coffee is down, you will not be allowed to continue with a lot of roasting
Yeah. Okay.
and the packings. So that's just the basics of the cupping. Though I'm not into there now. I'm not totally trained, but I know the basics what they do. Yeah. So and same time they will also tell you where you try the coffee from after taking the smells. So the
Okay.
time to see the small fumes,
Yeah.
petrol, cow dung,
Yeah.
or and more order. So that was just the small basic of barista stage, which is
Yeah.
8. Now I'll take you like straight, like, because already we are done with the pounding, which was number 9.
Yeah.
Then I'll take you now to last stage, which is the brewing of the coffee.
Yeah.
We have got 4 methods to brew the same coffee. Yeah. The first method is being drugish, stock boiling, stock cowboy, stock immersion, or pour over. Just the grounds and in a hot water.
Yeah.
You'll see the Turkey people, grounds, then they have a bigger pot and they boil together with the coffee. It's called
Yeah.
drugish coffee.
Okay.
Then the method 2 is always by filter, like what to say. You have hot water, then you filter the coffee ground.
Yeah.
They normally use what's called AeroPress.
Yeah.
It's an American machine.
Yeah.
It has a filter paper to capture all these oils and gravels. Then we have got by pressure method. We use a French press and this one. It's called espresso machine.
Okay.
It's an Italian pot. Then the last one is by extraction, where we use a siphon, which I'm not so familiar, but it is like another method to process or to prepare coffee.
Okay.
So for now, we shall be at least testing the 2 methods to see the difference.
Okay.
We shall test method 1, which is local. You can either call farmer's coffee
Yeah.
or cowboy, depending on the way you
Yeah.
want to make. Then we shall test by pressure.
Okay. Yeah.
Put it in fire
Okay.
to boil and they come up.
Ja, der Kaffee, den man einfach so aufgebrüht hat, den ich dann probiert habe, der war schon sehr dünn. Also der hat nicht so stark geschmeckt, wie man es von Europa kennt. War aber schon sehr lecker und ich habe mich dann gefreut auf die zweite Variante im Bialetti, die ja deutlich stärker ist dann.
And coffee is like fuel for civil servants.
Ja.
Like in Europe, during the office, they always take a sip maybe 3 to 4 times.
Ja, ja,
At
ja.
break, at lunch, they take
Yeah,
one
yeah.
shot
Yeah.
Then they're good to continue with
Yeah.
office work,
Yeah, I worked at a company for 7 months as an intern.
internship.
Yeah, internship. And we were always drinking coffee there.
It's called coffee break.
Yeah.
More breaks of coffee.
One at 9 o'clock, then after lunch,
Yeah.
then in the afternoon. Afternoon. It's like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
It's fuel to fuel you
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah. Stay awake, even at boring tasks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one looks already much stronger.
Yeah. Actually, the strong among the four. And we have found a few people taking this in Uganda.
Ja, und das war dann richtiger Kaffee. Also der hat mir sogar schwarz geschmeckt, was sehr selten ist für mich. Ich trinke es normalerweise mit viel Milch und Zucker. Aber der war sehr, sehr angenehm, hatte so eine gewisse Süße. Und deshalb habe ich gleich auch eine Packung von dem Kaffee gekauft und dann 1500 Kilometer transportiert, um sie mit nach Hause nehmen zu können. Ja, und das war's mit der Kaffeetour. Ich hoffe, ihr wisst jetzt genauso gut Bescheid über Kaffee wie ich. Und ja, folgt meinem Kanal, schaut auch die anderen Videos an. Bis bald. Chamäleon übrigens mein Held, weil er die Insekten an den Kaffeebäumen frisst.